Good morning, boys and girls. It's Monday. You know what that means. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. I'm so glad you're here. Boys and girls, it is Monday, May 4th, 2020, Star Wars Day. Do you know why it's Star Wars Day? May the 4th be with you. Ha ha ha, that's a good one. Boys and girls, you notice that I have Bev here, as I want to tell you about our exciting weekend. Bev went missing. She got out of her cage. And we were really worried because Maisie and Sebastian's are min pins. Now, min pins were bred a long time ago. That breed of dog was created to rid the castle of rats for kings and queens. Bev looks a little bit like a rat, so Maisie and Sebastian would probably get her, not trying to be mean, but because that's just what they think they should do. Well, luckily, she was gone for one whole day. Luckily, we found her. She was in Maddie's bedroom. Here's what we did. In the middle of Maddie's bedroom rug, we made a little salad. We put out some lettuce and carrots and these little hamster puffs that she likes, and we left it there. And we kept her door closed, and we kept checking back and back and back. And she wasn't coming, and she wasn't coming. And then, before you know it, we found her. She came out, so she wanted to eat some of that delicious salad. So luckily, Bev is back, and we're going to put her back in her cage. So I have that right next to me right there. Bye, Bev. So that was our exciting weekend. Also, we went kayaking. I'll send you a picture of that. I'll put it on your Gmail, on your Gmail email for you. It was a beautiful weekend, wasn't it? We got a lot of work done. And time to celebrate. Boys and girls, I got a great picture from Thomas. He was playing that math game with the cards, and he said it was so much fun. I got a picture from Ethan. Ethan's family went on a 4-hour hike at Spraguebrook Park. 4 hours. Can you believe that? Who thought that Mrs. Tamaka could make a 4-hour hike, huh? I don't know if I could do that. Boys and girls, I so want to celebrate your read works. That's hard to say. So many of you went on ReadWorks last week, and you didn't do just one article, not just 2 articles, but here's my friends that did 3, 4, or 5 articles. Mateo did 3 ReadWorks. He learned about fog. I love his book of knowledge. He's using words like also, finally. Cade did 4. Cade learned about clouds and rainbows and fog. Mason, Superstar, did 5. Mason, I love how you described the water cycle. Great work. Peyton did 4. Peyton is learning vocabulary words like vapor and floods. Declan did 5. He also used words like evaporation. I'm going to give Bev to Mr. Val here so he can put her back in the cage. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Val. And Dominic L. did 3 of them. I loved his book of knowledge, uppercase letters, periods, awesome. Abigail, 5. I love how you described the water cycle. I'm going to teach you a water cycle song tomorrow in our Google Meet. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Okay. There we go. Adeline, 4. You wrote about rainbows and the water cycle. Grace, Superstar, 5. Grace, I loved how you described about how water, it's always the same water moving between the earth and the sky. I loved that. Thomas, I love how you talked about skinny clouds means nice weather. Ethan, I loved how you talked about how rain can be good or bad, right? Good for the plants, good for the people, but too much rain floods. Riley, 4. Riley, your book of knowledge, you wrote so much. I'm so proud of you. Boys and girls, you just keep up that good work. Hey, if you are following along in Junie B. Jones, grab your book right now. We are on Chapter 6 called Flatsos. Flatsos. Junie B. Jones Has a Monster Under Her Bed by Barbara Park, Chapter 6. The next day at school, I was pooped and tired. I opened one eye with my fingers, and I drawed a picture for art. Fix that for me, please. It did not turn out that professional. After that, I holded up my head with my hands. And I waited for school to be over. Me and that Grace rode home on the bus together. I yawned and yawned. Darn it, Grace, I wish you never even told me that monsters can turn invisible, 'cause now I can't even close my eyes at night. I can, said that Grace. That's because I don't have a monster under my bed anymore. My mom figured out how to get rid of it. My eyes got big and wide. How, Grace? How did she do that? Easy, said that Grace. First, she sucked it up in the vacuum cleaner. Then, she put the vacuum cleaner bag in the trash compactor, and she squished the monster into a flatso. Boys and girls, a trash compactor is it's an appliance, and when you put your garbage bag in there, it squeezes your garbage bag on all four sides, so your big bag of garbage becomes very small. A trash compactor. Just then I hugged that girl, 'cause that was brilliant, of course. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, 'cause I have a vacuum cleaner right in my very own home, and I can do that too, probably. After that, I got off my bus and I zoomed to my house speedy quick. Grandma Miller, I know how to get rid of the monster, I hollered. Then I runned to the closet and got Mother's vacuum cleaner. And I pulled that big thing way to my room. Grandma Miller came to my door. I told her all about how to get rid of the monster. And guess what? She was a good sport about it. First, she plugged the vacuum cleaner right into my wall. Then, she put it under the bed and she sucked the monster right out of there. Hurry, you got him! You got the monster, Grandma! I yelled real thrilled. Grandma Miller runned with the bag to the kitchen and she throwed it in the trash can. There, that ought to do the trick, she said, very happy. I looked at the trash. Then I did a teeny frown. Yeah, only here's the problem, Grandma. You didn't actually put the bag in the trash compactor, and so that is what turns the monster into a flatso. Grandma Miller smiled. Yes, but this house doesn't have a trash compactor, Junie B., she said. Your monster will just have to stay in the vacuum cleaner bag. Not your mother, that would be silly. My frown got bigger. Yeah, but what if he leaks out, Grandma? Then maybe he might float into the air all the way back to my room, and he will get under my bed again. Grandma Miller tapped on the counter with her fingers. Then her cheeks filled up with air. And she let it out very slow. She's frustrated. Okay, how about this? What if I take it outside? I'll take the bag outside. I'll push it way down into the big garbage can. Then I'll press the lid down really tight so he can't get out. Yeah, but he still won't be a flatso, I said, very whining. Just then, Grandma Miller got frustration in her. Frustration? She grabbed the vacuum cleaner bag and ran outside. Then she put it on the driveway, and she got in her car, and she backed up over that thing with her tires. Pretty soon, she came back in the house. She brushed her hands together. There. Now he's a flatso, she said kind of growly. After she left, I got on the couch, and I stared very nervous at the driveway. 'Cause guess why? A car is not a trash compactor. That's why. Boys and girls, that's the end of Chapter 6. Tomorrow, Chapter 7 is called Snarlies and Snufflies. That's got me thinking. I wonder what that could be about. Okay, let me put that to the side. Okay. Boys and girls, before I say goodbye, we need to talk a little bit about the news that we got on Friday. I know it was the news that we weren't hoping for, to find out that Big Tree School would not be opening for the rest of the year. But you know what? That's okay. And we have proved for the last 8 weeks that we don't need the building Big Tree to still be Big Tree and to keep on learning. I'm putting that work out there for you along with the other first grade teachers, and you're doing your part by doing that work. And boys and girls, I have been teaching for 30 years, and I can tell you this, that you will also always be my most special class, because in 30 years, I've never had children that have invited me into their homes, into their kitchens, into their dining rooms, into their living rooms, wherever you're watching my videos, each and every single school day. So we have a very special connection, and I will never forget that. And you remember that wherever you are, Val Pals keep learning. I'll see you tomorrow at our Google Meet at 11 o'clock. Tomorrow is Wear a Special Hat Day. Be thinking, what is special about that hat? Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.